Hello, I'm Graham Noseworthy. I'm the President and Chief Volunteer Officer here at the Dakota YMCA, and I wanted to check in with you. It's been a few months since I've had an opportunity to let you know what's going on around here at the Y, and especially here at Camp Dakota. And I gotta tell you, the past several months, it has been very productive. We've had a great summer despite the extreme weather and a lot of crazy conditions we've endured here. It's been great. So what I'd like to do now is kind of walk you around a little bit and show you some different things and bring you up to speed. So come on, let's go. I don't know if you heard, but we got record-breaking rain here in July, and it caused extensive flooding throughout the camp. The good news is our maintenance crew got to work the next day and they repaired a lot of the damage. And we brought in an engineering firm, and they're gonna help us create short and long-term solutions to ensure that as this kind of weather pattern continues, camp is in good hands and we're ready to deal with it. Taking a look at the data from the past several sessions, we're seeing that our pre-registration results are consistent with the past few years. That's great. Our camper satisfaction surveys are in the 90s, but they need to come up a little bit. So we'll be taking a look at those comments, the feedback, the things that we learned during check-in and check-out, and making sure that we get better overall. But in terms of clarity, consistency, communications are getting better. And again, we're working on just making things overall better. So we're striving for that improvement, and we hope you see that when you come back next summer. Our nursing staff has done an amazing job all summer. They manage a huge amount of medications on a daily basis, and they also manage a lot of proactive communications out to parents, families, and more. But the building they're working in, the Hemlocks, it's getting old. So I'm going to be asking the facilities committee to take a good long look at it in the off season and see what we can do to make more of those short and long-term improvements. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of health and safety, at the end of session 2, we found out that the bacteria levels in Cass Pond were pretty elevated. So we had to shut the waterfront down for just a few days. And this was not unprecedented. This was happening throughout New England. But we worked with the Department of Environmental Services very quickly, did the recommended testing, and we were able to reopen the waterfront within just a few days. And we will continue to keep an eye on things like this as the weather changes. I don't have a buddy, but that's okay because I'm in the shallow end, right? Pretty soon, the professional staff will sit down and they'll start to assemble the capital improvements projects list and the annual maintenance projects list. And this comprises a lot of work. They'll be taking a look at buildings like Memorial Lodge and figuring out what we need to do across camp to make sure that it's in better shape for next summer. From there, they'll talk to the finance and facilities committees, and then we'll start to raise money to support these efforts. But first, let's take a look at the projects we completed already this year. We resurfaced the dock. We got a new slide. Cosmetic repairs to chapel. Lots of projects and improvements here at North Camp. Landscaping and stump grinding. Improvements and repairs to the Craig Dining Hall, along with new appliances and safety equipment in the kitchen. New roofs, power washing, and staining all over camp. Cosmetic repairs to the fireplace and chimney at Mem Lodge, although we have a little work to do there.
And Graham, don't forget, we built a new Buffalo Twins.
With camp concluding, now we can get back to the search for a permanent executive director of the Dakota YMCA. The last time I had an opportunity to update you, I talked a little bit about our interim executive director, Jim Doremus, and we are so lucky to have had Jim here for many months. He's done an excellent job, but his time is limited. So we did our first round in the spring. We have a bigger, stronger search committee, and we have a new vacancy announcement, and we're working with the Y of the USA on our second round of searching. And I am confident that we will have a new permanent executive director in place by Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for more details on that. There is an enormous amount of work that happens in the off season, and I am incredibly grateful that the staff, the board of directors, and all of our committees will work together. They will be assembling a new strategic plan for the Dakota YMCA, along with putting in a huge amount of effort on our finances and investments, our facilities, alumni development, and my favorite subject, fundraising. Well, as you can see, we've had a lot going on here this summer, and we've got a ways to go. But this is where you come in, fundraising. So when you get that phone call, when that email hits your inbox, when you see the call go out on social media, do us a favor and donate. Every dollar makes a difference, and we need your help. Our goal is to be bigger and better for next summer, so we're counting on you. It's been a great season here at Camp Dakota, and now onward to the 108th summer.